date night. Now here on date night, we made a variety of meals. We've done seafood, we've done chicken, we made Chinese food, we've even made appetizers, right? So what are we gonna do tonight? Tonight, we're going Italian, baby. Tonight, we're gonna make a 5-cheese tortellini with a beautiful tomato sauce that goes with it, and we're gonna serve it with a side of sauteed broccoli stalks covered in butter. Oh, it's gonna be so delicious. I can't wait to get started. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our sauce. So, take a saucepan, get that fire going, take your oil, once around the pan, eight cloves of garlic, 2 chopped celery stalks, 1 whole purple onion, now we're going to let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're going to add our tomatoes. Now once that's sweated out nice and good, we're going to add the tomatoes. I have 6 Roma tomatoes here that I've rinsed the seeds out of and chopped up, and we're just going to drop those in. Tablespoon of salt. Maybe 2. Tablespoon of pepper. Stir that up. Now we're going to add a 1/3 cup of chopped basil. Put a lid on it. You're going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you're going to stir it every like 2 to 3 minutes. Now after about 15 or 20 minutes, your sauce is going to kind of look like a little chunky salsa, but not to worry. Take your masher and just go to work. And just break down all the tomatoes in there. Now, if for some reason your tomatoes are too hard and they don't break down easily, just cover it back up and let it cook some more, maybe another 5 minutes, and that'll be just fine. So once you get them broken down, turn it down to a simmer, cover it back up, and now we're going to get started on our pasta. We got our hot water over here. We're going to turn that back on. We're going to bring that to a boil. Always salt your water. I've heard people say, does it really make a difference? Yes, it does. Salt your water. I got some 5-cheese tortellini here that I went to the store and bought. Can I make my own pasta? Of course I can, but it's date night. You want to do things as quickly as possible because you don't want to spend all night in the kitchen. So go out and get the ready-made pasta. Just make sure you get a good brand. They're really good. They work just fine. Nobody will believe you didn't make it. Now water is boiling, so we're just going to drop our pasta in. Now this particular one says it cooks in 6 to 7 minutes, so just check the package that you get, and that's where you know how long to make it. A couple of minutes before your pasta's done, make sure you turn off your sauce so it doesn't burn. So pasta's done, so now we're going to strain it. Fill your pot up with water again because we're going to need that for the broccoli. Get that boiling again. Shake all the extra water off your pasta. Add it to your tomato sauce. Now be careful how you stir it. You don't want to beat up the pasta, so just kind of fold it over. Now just let that hang out for a second while we wait for our water to come to boil. We're going to take care of our broccoli. Now the water's boiling. We're ready to put our broccoli in. I have some broccoli stalks that I've sliced in half right down the middle. See that? Nice and beautiful. You're just going to take them and drop them in the water. So after the broccoli's been in there for about 2 minutes, you're going to start your saute pan. Get it going on a medium heat. Once around with the oil. Once your broccoli is nice and bright green and beautiful, go ahead and turn off the fire and drain it. Make sure to shake off as much of the water as you can because you're about to put it in oil. Oil's nice and hot. We're going to lay our broccoli in. You're going to lay it floret side down. You're going to cook it for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Now while it's cooking on the floret side, you're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter and add it to the pan. Move it around, make sure it gets all through there and melted. So after about a minute or two on the floret side, you're going to go ahead and flip it over. While it cooks on that side, you're going to add some salt and pepper. Give it a good toss. Now we're ready to plate. Take a nice spoonful of this pasta. Oh, that looks so good. Take 2 pieces of this broccoli. Then we're going to garnish the pasta with some green onions. And now we taste. Oh, that sauce is so delicious. Got the fresh basil, the salt, the pepper, the tomato. Got that little hint of celery in it. And this tortellini is amazing. This broccoli is so good. We got the sauteed butter, the salt, the pepper, the char from sauteing it. This is the best broccoli you'll probably ever have in your life. Once again, my friends, this is a whole plate of yum yum. Get you some right here. People ask me all the time, Chris, you make date night dinners. How come you don't make a dessert? Well, honestly, I'm not that good at making cake. But what I can do is take some cake and kick it up to date night level. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm making dessert tonight, baby. So what I have is I have some fresh raspberries. I went and got a container. Save 5 or 6 out of the batch for your garnish. So you're gonna get your saucepan. Medium heat. Raspberries. 1/3 cup of sugar. 1/4 cup of water. Now you're gonna cook that down until it becomes a nice thick sauce. So after your raspberries start to boil, turn them down to low, and then, just stir and simmer them out. In about 15-20 minutes, they become really syrupy like this. And you're ready to serve. Now you can't let it cool off. I like to serve it hot. I got this sliced confetti cake, and it's rainbow and vanilla icing. So we're going to take our dessert plate. We're going to put down a slice of cake. We're going to add some of that raspberry compote. Then we're going to add another slice of cake. We're going to put some more raspberry compote over the top. Then we're going to top it off with a little whipped cream. Now remember those raspberries I told you to save? We're going to slice them. Just going to slice them in half. Going to put one whole raspberry in the middle. And then you're going to put those raspberry halves right around it. And now we taste it. Oh my God, that is so amazing. You get this super tart sweetness from the raspberry compote, the fluffiness of the cake, the sweet creaminess of the whipped cream. Man, if this isn't yum yum, get you some, I don't know what is. And if you don't get some for making this, then you need a new person in your life. Man, this is amazing. Come back and see me next week, and as always, stay safe, people. I'll see you next week.